Hello and welcome to Gardening and Stuff with Ross and Tanya.
Happy Pancake Day, y'all.
And there she is.
Did everyone get their pancakes in? Because I definitely did.
No, I
Oh,
did not.
yeah.
No, I did not, Tanya.
Get
Sore
your
subject.
story, get your story in there now.
So I tried to do my pancakes at home and I normally have lots of success. But my pan was completely wrecked and they were just sticking to the bottom and I was like, this is rubbish.
Was it
So
rusty?
was it what?
Rusty.
No. Who cooks with a rusty pan?
Well, you're just making out that your pan's really minging.
It wasn't minging. It looked all right, but it's just not non-stick. You know, when you like it's clean and it's all good, but it's
Uh,
like 4 years old and now it's not non-stick.
did you not use any oil or butter?
Yeah,
Oh, and it just stuck it on
but
like
it just
glue.
sticks. It's just like an old pan, but it's a
Uh,
good pan still, I thought, but it's not.
no, bin time.
And then I thought I'd order stuff from Creams, and then they just never turned up. So I got that cancelled after 2 hours and got my money back. So actually, I've not eaten anything yet. So
Oh,
brains
wow.
brains not going to be on full blast, but whatever.
Do you know what? I've been waiting for this day for such a long time. Only because, like, February, you kind of rely on Pancake Day to, like, zhuzh the month up because January's such a shitter. And then to find out that February doesn't have Pancake Day, I was like, what?
I know.
What the fuck?
I
I
know,
want my
first of
fucking
March.
pancakes. I know you can eat your own pancakes whenever you want. You're an adult. Who cares? But it's socially acceptable to eat pancakes today, stuff your fucking face, and get away with it, and no one's going to judge you.
It's a really important day to me as well. Do you remember that time I did that chocolate around my mouth thing?
Oh, yeah. The shit around your mouth.
Yeah, that's on my Instagram that no one will ever see, but that's funny.
Yeah, anyway, I had the best pancakes ever. I made big fat American ones and I had the best time. And now I'm really full and I'm happy. And I'll probably be in a bit of a sneeze coma.
Yeah, that's great for you.
So I'll pay attention as best I can, but I'm like riding the happy waves right now of high syrup, sugary goodness.
Well, I'll do some informative stuff then today. Well, as always,
Yeah.
really. But I thought I'd lead on from organic gardening into no dig method, really,
Oh, yeah.
because they sort of link in quite well.
Yeah, yeah,
One goes with the other.
exactly.
And like, so first, basically, no dig is probably the most simplest form of gardening that there is because you just don't dig.
Yes, but also explain it to people and why you would use it and what it's for.
So, um, it's a method of cultivation that just you don't disturb the soil.
Yes.
So you don't disturb the soil because you've got a little ecosystem in your soil that's supporting life, worms and other things. Um, and every time you dig it, you're ruining that. And so you don't want to ruin that. And then the theory is that your plants should grow better. You should need less pesticides, less fertilizers, have less problems with floods and things like that. So it's a really good way of
I've
growing
seen
strong
pictures and
plants.
videos of it and I think it looks cool. Never seen that method before though, so it's new to me until I had a little quick research.
Um, yeah, it's
Because
by
I said,
Charles Dowding, really. He pioneered it, Charles Dowding. Google
yeah,
him. He's like a gardening legend anyway. But yeah, he's been doing it, I don't know, years and years, like well over 20 years, I think.
oh, okay.
So yeah, basically, don't use a fork or a spade.
No.
And in my job, when I'm digging all day long, I can't be bothered to dig down the allotment.
Your arms are knackered, your legs are like jelly.
Yes, it's like less enjoyable for me if I have to dig, so it's nice to not dig.
Yeah.
And it really works. So yeah, you need less fertilizers, less pesticides. Even you even get like less slugs.
Oh, yeah.
Keeps your soil moist.
You don't want that.
So you just feed the soil, which is what you do with organic gardening. So they both work really well together. Oh, as well, it stops like loads of weeds growing, which is always a good thing. 'Cause you don't want to be weeding all the time.
Yeah, like I can't speak from experience because I don't have a garden, but you obviously can see weeds and you think, God, you're annoying.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you down the allotment more this year. And I'm gonna
Well,
get you not digging.
can't wait. Already sold.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that is already what you do down my allotment.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and watch you do stuff
But I don't dig.
and then take alcohol and drink.
Oh yeah, we both do a lot of drinking down there. My drinking
Yeah,
hole.
it's just a nice haven.
It is, it's lush down there, isn't
And
it?
for me, I don't have a garden, so technically it's like my own garden, but not my garden.
Yeah, and I think of mine as the community garden anyway.
Yes.
Oh, actually, so I should mention that no dig is quite good for climate change as well. Because every time you start digging into your soil, you're releasing carbon. So the
Oh,
more you don't dig, the more your soil stores the carbon.
why does it release carbon when you dig in the soil?
It's sort of like the things that have been broken down into the soil. So like
Oh.
as a example, um, where peat used to come from. There's peat. Um, I'm doing my thing again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They used to dig up peat to get compost, and they're
Right?
like, if you ever watch Country File, they like trying to bring back these peat lands
No,
because
I don't
they
even know what peat is.
it's basically what all compost used to be made out of.
Oh, okay.
But now people should be moving away from that. That's a whole other podcast we can do on compost and stuff there.
Yeah, no fairs.
But yeah, peat bogs, or it's bogs is the word I was looking for.
Box.
So they store a lot of it. But they store a hell of a lot. But all soil does a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all adds up there, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Even if you can just do a little change in like how you change the climate, then that is like if everyone does that tiny little bit of change, then we're on the right tracks, people.
Yeah, it'd be amazing to see it on like a commercial level.
Yeah.
So I got like something going on in my throat.
It's the lack of pancakes.
It is the lack of pancakes and lack of food.
I'd be literally like, ah.
Yeah, probably have a sandwich in a minute or something.
Oh.
Yawn.
I
Just
love
eat
a
a bag of
sandwich,
sugar.
don't get me wrong, but like a sandwich for dinner, unless it's party food where you can have picky tea with all your other stuff and sandwiches, then happy days, but not just a sandwich
I
for
do
dinner.
love a sandwich though, to be
I love
fair.
a sandwich. But
Oh
that's a
yeah.
bit of a killer, like a mood killer from having pancakes.
Remember when I used to always make you sandwiches when we used to get Morby rings and things?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good times.
Sliding down the hills, love those sandwiches.
Oh, that was so good. um, so back to the topic.
For the topic, sorry. Got food on the
So
mind.
people might be thinking like, how do you start a new like no dig bed?
Yes.
Um,
Especially for me, because
and
I have literally no clue.
it's really quite easy. So when you get your house eventually, Tanya, and you're like, I'm
Yes.
going to grow some vegetables in my garden
Yes, I do want to grow vegetables.
because I'm going to make you do that anyway.
Well, yeah, I
And
want to do it anyway, but you're going to help me. But
we'll have to anyway because
yeah,
Russia will invade. We'll be at war, and it'll be like gardening at home again. So that's going to
let's
happen.
all become Amish.
Oh, what a life that would be.
Well, can I just
Oh,
at least be Amish with electricity?
yeah, though I don't think you can be one with that.
I just
uh,
pulled my phone.
so, yeah, no phone for sure.
Oh.
So if you were to start a new bed for no dig,
Hmm.
there are lots and lots of different ways to do it actually. Um, so the different types you could do is like you can do a lasagna garden or the hugelkultur way, which is a weird thing. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but hugelkultur. And they basically actually you sent me a video on that,
Yeah, that
and it
was
was
what I
like
saw.
and it was like the branches in the bottom
Yeah,
and
you
things like
layer it
that.
all up. It was like branches and some leaves.
Yeah. But don't we won't go into that too much detail yet. And or you can like get straw bales and put that on soil, and then
Oh.
um put compost in the top of it, and then grow in that. But to be fair, I think they're all just nonsense. All of those ones,
Oh.
they just overcomplicate things. Although I would like to try one day and see like how stuff grows in it. So maybe I'll try a hugelkultur bed one day. Um,
Well, if
but
the phone goes a bit scuffly, then it's because my cat just like nuzzled my microphone.
well, it's about time he was on her
Yeah.
every time.
He's changing his position on my chest.
So the easy option, and
Hmm.
no faffing way, is all you need to do basically. So say you've got a lawn
Yeah.
or a rear. Okay, I'll stay at the lawn for a bit first. If you've got a lawn, you're
Yeah.
like, I'm going to put a bed on there. All you need to do is cover it in something that's going to block out the light. But you want to use like cardboard or newspaper you can use.
Yeah.
So that blocks out the lights, it kills off the grass. But on top of that grass and the newspaper or cardboard, you then just put loads of organic matter, such as compost from your compost bin or bought compost,
Yeah.
but organic matter. Um, and then that's basically what you plant into. So then the grass dies off, your plants grow, the soil's undisturbed, and you're always just planting in the compost on the top.
Won't you get weeds?
To be fair, they don't. When they do grow in the compost, they're so easy to pull. So you're always going to get weeds in whatever method you use, but you will get less. So that as soon as you start digging over a plot, you're bringing all those seeds to the surface, all the weed seeds, and
Mm.
then that makes them germinate.
Oh,
So the
right.
less you dig, the less you get weeds,
Oh, okay.
but you will still get some. But they're so easy to pull in the compost. But then, say you've got a more difficult area that say is completely overgrown, you can just use the same method though, but just instead of like digging out the brambles and things, just get um your secateurs or whatever and just cut all the brambles out the way, just to ground level, and
Yeah.
then block out the light and put compost on top of that.
Right.
And that should get on top of it. But I think the first year when you do no dig is probably the hardest because it's all probably, especially if you get like a new allotment, it's been dug over so many times in the past. It takes a long time for it to recover.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at about a year for no dig soil to come to life, really. So it takes a while,
Yeah, but it'll be worth it in the end.
but that's pretty much no dig. Have you got any, what
Lovely.
is there anything that like I don't answer in that really? Do you
No,
think?
well, I've already, well, not that can think of. Like, obviously, if anyone has any questions, they can message you. But I am
I wish
new to
someone would message.
hashtag desperate. I don't know many questions yet because I haven't been in that situation. So
Yeah.
I, I'm still like I would be picking up questions on my when I do it.
I think as well, actually, you don't have to. Are you probably like imagining like a raised bed with like wood around it, like I've got down my allotment?
Yeah,
Oh no, but you don't need to have like an edging to it either.
yeah,
So especially that Charles Dowding,
uh-huh.
the one that came up with this idea, although it's an ancient method actually, but he's pioneered it in the modern world. Um, but you can just do it on an area without any edging to it or anything like that.
Yeah,
Put the soil on, and then you just get this mound like of soil,
yeah,
and then you can have like a walkway, and then do another mound, and to start off, you need at least like 10 centimeters of organic matter, and
yeah,
then as you go on from there, you only just need to like top it up. So you're putting like a couple inches in every time then.
yeah. Okay.
So you maintain it, and that's then that because all organic matter slowly rots down and goes into the soil, so you're feeding the soil.
Lovely.
But yeah, you want to maintain that little hump, which is not something I'll say very often. Maintain your hump,
My hump, my
because
lovely lady hump.
it's
Check it
not a good
out.
idea to maintain your humps normally.
Don't knock my humps.
Well, maintain your humps, Tan. Not your back hump, your
Yeah,
front humps.
hey.
We hump. Tanya doesn't have a back hump.
No, I do have a little back hunch from my job, but like perks of hairdressing, you get little hunches.
Yeah, I do as well because
My hunch, okay?
I think everyone has a bit of a hump,
No, they don't
but
know because
no,
like
no one
some
wants to turn out
people.
like that. You know, everyone knows that old woman that goes downtown. Someone in some town, there's always that old woman. There's nearly just staring at the ground.
Don't
That
pick on those
her
old
hump
women. They
is
can't
that
help
big.
it. That's going to be me one day.
Yeah, but well, no, not necessarily. But like, it's okay. But everyone knows one of them.
Yes, yes.
And no one aims to go and be like that, do they?
No, that's why I see a chiropractor.
You do.
Yes.
How is that going at the moment?
Okay, I'm due next week. I'm regularly hot water bottling my back, and um it's just standard hairdresser back really. It just never really is nice.
Do I need to reserve the library at Convivial Rabbit? Shout out to Nigel.
Thanks, Nigel. Yes, please, because it helps my coccyx.
Okay, I'll book
It's
that
just
Saturday.
pleasant sitting on wooden chairs for a long time. Oh, it's just not comfortable. It just gives you a square ass anyway, but getting up with a bad coccyx is ugh.
It is the best seating
Shout out
arrangement
to
in the
all the
whole of
hairdressers in
Convivial.
my situation. We all know what a hairdresser's back is like. We'll never have
hmm
nice backs and we'll never have nice hands.
Actually, you know what? My auntie once said to me that a lot of hairdressers quite like gardening.
Yeah,
And I think it's because you can like prune them and stuff, and you just like cutting things because
we're
you're,
natural with the scissors.
yeah. That's why I thought I'd be good at hairdressing because I can cut a good hedge. Never tried properly though. But
Well, you do my undercut pretty decent.
yeah, it's not all that different. I could try it with a hedge cutter.
No thanks.
Right, Tanya, your head's come off. Tanya?
For also being the Daily Echo for being in court for manslaughter.
Yeah, it was an accident. I was doing her undercut.
I took off her head.
She asked me to do it. Oh, okay, she didn't say use the hedge cutter.
Definitely not. I pass you my clippers. Next thing, my head's been chopped off.
Actually, I'm that good with a hedge cutter. I reckon you wouldn't even notice. Apart from the noise of like petrol and stuff as well.
Yeah, right. Apart from being gassed out by the fumes.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like clippers.
Yeah, right. Did they do that loud? It must be a fault.
Are they sharp? No, Tanya, your finger. Yeah, don't you always test them, like, see if they cut your hand or whatever?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Do not do that on a hedge cutter.
No, absolutely not.
What should we talk about next time on our next podcast?
Well, we've been talking about beds, like
Maybe I should talk
raised
about compost actually, because that links
okay.
in as well, doesn't it? What compost do you use on your new no dig bed that is organic?
Well, to be fair, when I look at the compost section, because I obviously get compost for my house plants, it makes my head hurt because there is a lot.
There is a lot actually. Yeah, that's what we'll do next time then. So we'll talk about compost next time.
Cool, watch out, people. It's about to get exciting.
And it's gonna get so exciting. We're gonna talk organic matter.
Hold on to your hollyhocks. It's about to get windy up in here with compost.
Brown gold or black gold.
Yeah.
Black gold. I'm talking about compost, by the way.
Yeah. God, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Well, I look forward to it, Tan.
Hashtag I'm sarcastic.
I think perhaps we do something more on house plants. I want you to do a whole one on how you present your house plants and your pots.
Do you know what? I need to have a repotting sesh actually. It's been a while. I, I know it's good to do it every now and then, and I feel like it's time for some.
Wait a bit longer. Wait till after March, and it's like spring, and I'm shooting to
Yeah,
life. It's a
well,
good
I
time.
just noticed my aloe vera's got a new little baby growing, and my Chinese money plant's got two little babies. So I need to kind of hook those ones out and repot them so they can grow to be big and strong like their mama.
I think I'm gonna have loads of things to sort out with my plants when I get to my new house.
Oh yeah,
But
100%.
yeah, that'll be.
That's a story for another day though, because as soon as you get in there, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I can have more plants.
Yeah, I have loads to talk about. So
Oh
yeah,
my
we'll
God,
call
where
it a
do I put
day
this
today.
plant?
Yeah, where am I going to put more? Anyway, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, we're on a tangent here.
Yeah, we'll call it a day today. See
It's been
everyone
a
next
pleasure.
week. Over now.
Happy Pancake Day, all.